Second lane down there is going to work well too, but it'll be fun to watch the 54 here moving through.
Oh, Ryan Sieg, hang on to it into the wall. Decent contact, no caution yet. Keep in mind, Ty Gibbs, one of those drivers that started at the rear, was already inside the top 15, and Sieg, a driver that had recorded 2 top 10 finishes to begin the year, but he is beat up early. Did he touch him? It was, I mean, he did get him for sure.
Getting loose. He starts moving up the racetrack and slowing down, and the 54 kind of cleaned him out, and then here comes Ryan Sieg's mad, and rightfully so.
I mean, too aggressive there if you're Ty Gibbs. We'll get to that in a second. First, let's listen to their team radio.
For being nervous about everything. So look at this conversation. Yeah. I'm sure this is going over well.
I wonder if we can... Well, I've always felt like if we could produce some entertainment for the fans during a red flag, it would be a win-win. We might get some here.
We need a microphone in there.
All right, Jamie.
Well, I was walking with Ryan Sieg, and then Ryan Sieg went over to have a word with Ty Gibbs. We saw the incident on track. What did you just say to him?
You know what I mean? He knows what he's doing. He's got the best car in the garage, and then he just races you. Not very smart early in lap 10, you know what I mean? So he's got the best car out here, way out from everybody, but just not smart on his part. You know what I mean? We're trying to just survive and make it through these two and just riding along, and then all of a sudden, you know, you get packed with air and you're already free. But just sucks for our CMR guys, you know what I mean? All of our guys work hard, Cowboy, everybody on the team puts in together, and you know what I mean, we're trying to run 3 right now with a very slim crew, so it's tough, but it is what it is.
And he is the new guy in the series. He's running full-time. How important, Ryan, is it for you to do that, have words, let somebody know you're there and you see what they're doing? It's somebody that you have to race every week.
Yeah, no, he definitely has probably got to learn his lesson, if you know what I mean.
So is this finished today?
I don't think so.
All right, there you go, Adam.
Oh, something to watch for as the race goes on, because we're only like 15 laps in, so we got a long way to go. I mean, we were just talking about this, being a young driver and the lessons you learn. How intimidating when someone double your age comes.
The cameras were on you guys. You're talking back and forth. We heard from Ryan. What's your side of what happened?
Yeah, you know, I mean, I got into him, and it was my fault, but we were all packed up underneath each other there, and once he started to get a little bit aero free, I just, once it happens, it's so quick when they come to you, and I just didn't have enough time to get out of it, and we've seen it before, so I made my mistake on that part. So, and I told him, like I said, if my goal is to wreck you or to ruin your day, you wouldn't have made it around another lap, and it was my fault. But I feel like we got a fast Monster Energy Toyota GR Supra, and hopefully we don't have any precipitation here.
Are you concerned at all that this isn't over between you guys today on the track?
I mean, if he wants to keep it going, he can. But like I said, it wasn't my fault. I wasn't wrecking him for a win. I wasn't wrecking him at all. It was, you know, I made a mistake, but it wasn't like I was trying to do it on purpose.
To bring the 39 in and clean up, and there he is racing with Ty Gibbs up the track, and around he goes. Brett Moffitt, Sheldon Creed trying to avoid.
Joey, and you talked about that earlier, you know, if you're going out, and it's unfortunate other cars got caught up in that mess.
Chance wins the race off pit road. 19 takes the outside lane as we go racing in stage 2.
Bottom. He's trying to get to your bottom here. He's there. 3 mid.
Ooh, contact, and there goes Gibbs.
Right in front of everybody. Holy cow.
They're turned back around here then.
How do you hang on to that? And on a restart avoid all contact?
Yeah.
What the hell, Barry?
The fact that no one hit him is amazing. I mean, the whole field is there. He's running fourth.
Let's hear what they're saying on 8-team radio after this incident.
These restarts are so hard. Like, I mean, I didn't want to go down there, but he stalled out so bad I had no choice, I feel like.
Yeah, 10-4, man. You did the right thing there. It's just hard racing right there. Start pulling down your door like that. And just get stuff on the bottom like that.
He doesn't have anything to lose either as they rub one more time.
I mean, this is really, guys, this could be for the race win right there. John Hunter able to door him a little bit, get the lead, get behind it, but it's not over yet, guys. The 54 is going to get a run off the bottom here possibly, as they're still trying to race through lap traffic. Well, business picked up pretty fast there all of a sudden.
To the bumper.
Hello.
To the bumper.
Yeah.
Right on you.
There's a little bump.
Gibbs to the inside.
Inside.
Oh, it comes a crossover. He's going to try to pull the crossover. At this point, bumping's fair game. He bumped him there. I'd say it's game on.
It's game on.
To know about you, Daniel, if you're just going to slam it down in there and knock me out of the way. There comes a bump there, though.
This is what happened the last time.
Push him.
Nemechek got the lead.
Inside.
Gibbs got to his bumper. There'll be 2 laps to go this time around as they come off of turn 4.
Clear.
I like the momentum that John Hunter's going to take off the corner there, try to get a little bit of a gap. He's just got to get some breathing room here, which I think he's going to be able to do, maybe.
I still think the 54 is a little bit better, especially on the corner. Yeah.
Push him. Inside.
He just gave a little bit of air there again, Daniel, and that was all it took for Ty to get in there. He's going to slide up into him.
Contact there. White flag is out this time by 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank.
This is going to be fun.
Oh, there's going to be a bumper involved with this, I'm pretty certain. Here it comes. 1 hit, 2 hits. Pushing him big time.
Watch your inside.
We're going to have a door-to-door across the line.
Half a lap to go. Who's it going to be? Nemechek or Gibbs? Their teammates. Nemechek up the track. Off of turn 4. Here comes Ty Gibbs to the checkered flag. He wins a thriller at Richmond.
Yep, checker flag, right on you.
Great job, buddy. Great job.
John Hunter, talk about that last lap there.
Not much I could do. I was a little bit tight, 1 and 2. He was able to get a run, beat my back bumper off, got inside of me. Thought we were going to be able to duel it out there. Him running low and me running high in 3 and 4, and it didn't play out that way. He just didn't even try and make the corner. So it is what it is.
Is that fair?
I'm not going to sit here and say it's fair or not fair. Just racers never forget. That's all.
Does it mean anything to you that Ty says that basically he owes you one?
It doesn't mean anything. We didn't take home the hardware today. I have limited starts in this 18 car. I think I have 2 more after this. So I'm just trying to make the most out of the situation that I have, and thankful for our great partners, Acme Safeway, and all of our brands that help us out to get us here to the racetrack. And I have fun every time that I come and run in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Yeah, we'll handle it Monday. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I mean, I guess I should know that when the last lap's out, I guess teammate rules are off or whatever, but I thought it would have been awesome to be able to duel it out side by side, coming to the checkered flag. Whether it's him or me winning, rubbing doors, coming to the start-finish line is awesome, but don't just completely miss the corner. Yeah, we were both sharing. I was fine with getting run into and getting my back bumper beat off and hit in the left rear, whatever, moved out of the way, packing air. That's racing. That's hard racing, short track racing. But when you flat out miss a corner and pretty much drive through someone, I wouldn't call that racing.
Has invited Ty Gibbs, our race leader, to the NASCAR hauler when the race is over for not rolling out of the throttle when the caution comes out. So there you go.
25 laps. We got some angry fellas here.
Ty Gibbs, Sam Mayer.
Helmets on.
Oh! Here we go. Coleman talked about the fact they've been racing each other for a long time. Oh, and there's a punt. Ty Gibbs going after Sam Mayer, and we've got a fight at Martinsville.
He ain't letting him go. Couple good shots.
Ty, first the frustration that you had on the restart, and then the conversation that you had with Sam.
Yeah, well, I tried to talk to him, and he got all in my face. So at that point, we got to start fighting. But we got put in the bad position there. The only thing I'm mad about is this. One didn't have anything. He wasn't gonna get past the 16 there, and I just got hit in the left rear. But it's just frustrating. I just got driven the fence to the end. But I was on the other side of it last week, so that's just part of it.
With Ty on pit road. Can you walk me through that?
Yeah, he walked over to me. He made the first move. I wasn't going to say anything because I didn't do anything wrong. All I did was put the bumper to him, like he's been doing for the last couple of weeks to everybody, and obviously it's really one-sided. But that's okay. I'm just going to keep my head down, do my own thing, and move forward. We've been racing up in the top 5 towards the end of each and every race for the last couple of weeks, and we've had so much speed. It just took a lot to get there, and he was up there all day because he had a good qualifying run, and he got lucky enough to just have a clean track, and I had to work for it. I got there, and I had a taste of $100,000, and I'm going to take it. All I did was put the bumper to him. He moved up the racetrack, and then he threw a couple punches. That's on him, not me. It's his decision making. If he wants to start that, I'm just going to keep my head down and keep doing what I'm doing.
How's the eye?
I have no pain whatsoever.
You say move forward. Is this something you want to just leave here?
Yeah, I couldn't care less. He's going to put the bumper to everybody else in the garage and expect nothing in return. That doesn't make any dang sense. So I'm just going to do it to him because that's what short track racing's all about, unless it's to him, I guess. So he can throw all the punches he wants. They're weak as hail, so it doesn't bother me. So I didn't feel a thing.
Thanks, Sam.
$100,000 on the line, put the bumper to him because that's what short track racing's all about, and he got upset, and short track racing, all that nonsense. So whatever. He threw a couple punches. They were weak, so I can't say much about that. It's kind of funny, but I just put the bumper to him for $100,000, and he got upset about it. But he's been doing that to everyone else for every week so far. So I don't understand how it can be that one-sided.
Were you telling him to take his helmet off? That's what it kind of looked like on the video.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because he walked up to me. I had my helmet off already, and he kept his helmet on. So obviously he was scared about something, or he had it in his mind to throw a punch the whole time. So that's on him, not me. I'll talk to him if he wants to, but I'm fine. I couldn't care less. I'm going to move on and race everybody just as hard because that's what the Xfinity Series is all about. So I'm going to go out there, do my best, and he can do whatever he wants. And at the end of the day, anyone can do whatever they want to him because he's put himself in that reputation, so it doesn't matter.
It is drying out. It is going to get more racing.
What happened? A problem for Ty Gibbs. This is in the front.
Oh, wow.
Straightaway chicane, the Shelton chicane.
I heard the crowd in the background, and I wasn't sure what happened.
Oh, what? Oh, my gosh. He just gets tagged by Jesse Awuji.
What? What
happened?
is he thinking?
How does that happen?
Yeah, we got to get another replay to see.
Did the pace car pull out and slow him down pretty quickly in front of the field is the question.
Well, it looked like Ty waited a long time in that restart zone. As you see, that's exactly what I would do. I would pull down to the bottom as quick as I can. And Noah decided to go to the outside.
Wow, he's
almost caught him off guard, but can he get it turned? He does. Gets into the left rear of the 54 just a little bit.
Now Mozak went through the chicane, right? He did not make the corner, but I did not notice him stopping. We'll continue to follow what the 18 does as the battle for the lead is on. Here comes Noah Gregson forcing Gibbs wide. The 9 is out front. Gibbs rallying back with Creed in the mix. And there's contact. Gibbs into Gregson, who's in the grass. All of this happening with 7 to go in stage 2.
Noah Gregson, great run here today. First off, I was talking with your teammate Justin Allgaier, and after the race, it sounded like you won the race. I mean, this crowd went ballistic for you guys in a good way. What's that like?
Yeah, it's probably because AJ was doing burnouts on the front stretch. That's why they're probably going crazy.
What happened with the contact with the 54?
Oh, we'll take care of that. I mean, we were racing, and then I got the lead, and cheap shot us, but we'll keep it in the back of our minds, and just try and go to Nashville, win that race. You'll know when I get them back, though.
Give the spot back up or give up the fight a little bit to try to take that 4th position. Ty Gibbs loose.
Around he goes. The 54 straightened back out by Sam Mayer. Now he catches it. Ty Gibbs, what a save, thanks to Sam Mayer.
Shirt work, and it's just that hot, or did it not work?
Yeah, my helmet blower failed and was starting to blow hot air, unfortunately. So that was like 20 laps into the race. So I was begging for something cold every single stop, but that last one was definitely painful. Obviously, contact with the 54, complete accident, I will say, and it was just a matter of aerodynamics and packing the air under a spoiler and getting them loose, and then unfortunately getting into them in his right front, but not intentional. I feel bad because I did ruin a better run for him. I ruined a better run for myself too because of the air. Poked a hole in the nose and just was junk from there. But I mean, overall, this place is tons of fun. I can't wait to come back, and I'm hoping it's a little cooler next time.
Yeah, I mean, I made the same thing at 39, and I apologize to him. So it's just part of it. It's just racing in general. Just packed air and got me too loose, and he was faster at that moment. I feel like we were better than him in the long run, even with the left front damage. So we're gonna get back around him probably. But that's part of it. It's just racing. I made my mistakes. Just gotta learn from it.
Does it go a long way when a driver kind of gives you no issue getting back around him?
I feel like it shows something for sure. But like I said again, it's part of it. And the one thing I've learned this year is you gotta mature quick. So that's just part of racing. And I feel like I said, we're both similar ages, and just you have to learn from it, especially in front of millions of people. Sorry. In front of millions of people, it's hard, but it's part of life. It's the career we chose. So.
Thanks, Ty.
Ty Gibbs is slipping in the corner. Byron goes wide to accommodate. They lean on each other in turn 4. Side by side for the lead. Larson thinks for a moment 3 wide at the backstretch.
Larson's going to push this 17 of Byron down into the braking zone. Here comes Ty Gibbs side by side. There's going to be contact. Buzz cars go spinning.
Sideways.
Buzz cars are spinning out of the lead.
Had a good start. He had a good start too. That was one of his betters that held on the inside of me, and I feel like I had a good side draft going to the bus stop that put me in good position. I just going to the bus stop too wide is definitely not ever works. But I feel like I had to do it. I didn't want to pull by and let him win. I feel like that was my only shot because I feel like we were both equally fast, and I feel like letting him to lose that gap in the bus stop. And I don't know if I'm ever going to get that back for the rest of the race. So just trying to go for it. I feel like that was, that was win or lose right there. And if you go back and look, they just were all pinched up on that curb, and I just got loose and wrecked this whole, so it was my fault.
So do you feel like you made a mistake, or is that just?
I mean, it's racing. I feel like I want to put a show on. I don't want to wreck everybody or wreck anybody, but I just want to go for the win. That's what I was going for. We went in there side by side, and I went for it. And it didn't work out, but sometimes that happens.
What was that conversation like with him after right by the car?
Yeah, he just asked me what my side of it was and where I was going. I just told him exactly what I said, and he told me what he said, and I really respect William. And it was, my fault, so sorry to 17 guys, but I was going for a win.
Was he understanding of the move that you made, at least after your conversation?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like he's very mature in that situation, and he could have tried to punch me, but he didn't. But he's very, very mature and respectable driver, as we've all saw when it comes to the ranks. But it was my fault, and he just came up and asked me, and I feel like I respect that. So I just going for the win.
More contact for Ty Gibbs this time with the 16 of A.J. Allmendinger. Ooh, just trying to clear himself there.
Wow, and Allmendinger in the wall. A.J. will not be happy with that.
No, but so Jeff, you know what the etiquette is there, or you've done this before. Like in my mind, that 16, I know he had a fender there, and at Mo Track that would be outside. But here at Darlington, I think the 54, it's safe to say, thought he was going to be clear. We'll see how the 16 approaches it at this time.
AJ,
now the 54 might want to give the spot back at this point.
AJ not thinking about etiquette right here. Listen to the 16 radio.
Hey, dude, what the f*** are you getting run into? 54, put him in the fence there.
Okay, so I like AJ, but this is not one of his better racetracks, and I believe that's kind of why. That's Darlington. I know you had a fender there, but man, just let the 54 up. I don't think there's reason to get that frustrated.
Steve, you mentioned it. Final lap of stage 2, and they're now rolling to a green-white checkered along with the yellow. Looks like AJ found Ty Gibbs. Got him back.
Oh, wow.
No, I mean, it's just, it's one of those things where he was under me and he tried to clear himself and I was still there. So I was pissed off about it because it shoved me in the wall and he didn't touch the wall. So felt like we needed to even that out. So I made sure he hit the wall, and then after that it was fine again. Like, he could have easily ran into me when he was behind me and didn't. And then when I was back in front of him there, I was next to him and never touched him. So it was just one of those things. I was frustrated because I was like, I know we're struggling and I'm a little bit in the way sometimes trying to maximize everything. But I was just like, man, he could have waited one more corner to finish clearing me. So I just had to prove a point that I wasn't going to take it, and we moved on. It was fine.
Is that something you expect from a younger driver here?
No, it's Xfinity racing. We're trying to get everything. His car was really fast, and I even said on the radio, it's like I'm frustrated getting run into, but we don't have the pace. So if I was behind me, I'd kind of run into me too sometimes. But yeah, it was just one of those things. Like, it shoved me in the fence, and he never touched the wall. So I just wanted to make sure I got back to him and let him know. And then from there on, I was fine with. I don't know if he's upset. Honestly, don't care. But at the end of the day, like, I felt like we raced each other clean right after that, and it's just I have respect for Ty, the way he's developed. Obviously, he's super fast, but the way he's developed from last year to early this year to where he is now, I love racing against him. So it was just hard battling.
Noah Gragson coming out of turn number 4. He sees the white and green checkered flag, and he's going to win stage 2.
Big contact for second. Big contact between the 7 and the 54. Now, that was big. If this race goes green, that could be a factor.
Still some smoke coming out.
Yeah, it's really coming down, 1 and 2.
Noah.
It was absolutely fine, and now it's pouring.
So deadpan when he said it, too. Yeah, it's really coming down in 1 and 2.
Well, now the race goes back into a traditional stage break. Everything that happens right here is the traditional stage break. What do? Do you stay out and try to win this race if the rains come? What if the rains don't come?
Yep.
Right? And the race does go back to green at to start stage 3.
I'm curious what these two drivers these two teams feel like they can do. How much damage? That was a big contact. Let's go back and watch them.
So the 54 on the high side, everything looking pretty good here. Almost a little contact there.
Came back down and really slammed into the outside of that 7 of Allgaier. That was to finish stage 2. Gregson gets the stage 2 win.
Right, Rick, and it's absolutely pouring as we're still here on the grid. What are we doing out here? But I want to go back to that restart against Noah, your teammate. You knew this rain was coming. It looked like you gave it every shot you had. What more did you need to get ahead of him?
I was waiting for Eddie to call me clear right there, but, you know, hats off to our entire Junior Motorsports team. Obviously, if it ends like it does, we come home with a 1-2. You know, really proud of our 7 team. We were terrible yesterday in practice, as you guys, you know, obviously have highlighted, and just felt like all day we made good adjustments on our Brent Fresh and our Culture Camaro and put ourselves in good position. And ultimately, I knew I was going to have to give it all I had on the restart. Just needed a little bit more grip. You know, I think if we'd had the outside, maybe. But still a good solid day if this is how it ends. If not, we'll get her tuned up and try to go for a win.
Well, let's talk about that coming to the checkered there, or the green-white checkered, where you and Ty Gibbs had a little bit of altercation. What happened there?
Well, I don't know. I was actually pretty upset afterwards. Yeah, I saw it. I don't know. I obviously, you know, I pushed as hard as I could off a turn 4 to try to get the best run I could, but I felt like I left enough space. And when we got to the front straightaway, he just hung a left to try to, I think, slow my momentum. But, you know, the hard part is if we do go back green, it affects both of us, you know, pretty significantly on the damage on our cars. So, you know, hopefully we're not too bad for the worse for wear if we do go back green. But again, proud of our team, proud of everybody on this Junior Motorsports, Brand Fresh and Culture Camaro. And say hi to my wife and kids back at home. They're not here this weekend, so I guess it's good we didn't win if the race is over.
Well, just real quick, is that something you go talk to Ty about? That sort of that move off the corner there and what you were trying to do and what he retaliated with?
Yeah, I mean, we'll obviously have a conversation. I think he's as confused as to the situation as I was. I mean, I rolled by him after the checkered and put my hand out the window like, man, what's that for? And he rolled up by me and put his hand out the window. So I don't know. We'll talk about it, I'm sure. But just it's a shame to tear a race car, especially in the conditions we were in.
Well, we'll see if we get this restarted or not. But I think we've got to get off pit road here because I'm going to lose the umbrella pretty soon. It's about to fly out of my hand.
We're getting wet. Don't worry.
No, we're done here. Back to you guys.
And let's hear from the driver of the 54, Ty Gibbs. He's with Kim.
And Ty was very eager to get the green going. I heard you on the radio. Let's go. Well, the restart happens. You and Justin Allgaier have contact. I know both of you are kind of confused. Walk us through what happened.
Yeah, you know, we have a very fast resource Toyota Supra. I feel like we were good. Just got in a weird restart line, but when the 3 guys stayed out, I just took the wrong line. I thought it was the right line, and it wasn't. And then we went back racing, and off of 4, I made contact with Justin. I feel like I hit the wall hard, and I did, and I didn't, and I got mad and whipped it down and hit him in the door. And the stupid part is it hurt my car more than it hurt his. And I feel like his car is okay, but they're gonna have to put a door on it when they get back to the shop, and that's just inexcusable for me. And I'm very disappointed in my actions, and I apologize to them. I thought it was worse, honestly, than it was, and a lot watched on TV. It wasn't. So I apologize to Jason, Justin, and Dale, and the whole group, the whole 7 group. And it just can't be doing that stuff. And it was my fault. I just felt like I hit the wall, got hit in the wall harder than I did, and I came back down and hit him. And I can't be doing that.
If by a miracle we do go back racing, it dries out after that contact, how's that going to affect your car and what do you have?
Yeah, I feel like we're just got to pull the fenders out a little bit. I think the side skirt got hurt, honestly, a little bit. But I feel like our car's good. I think the 7's okay, too. He has a little right side contact from me hitting them and my fault, so I apologize to them. But and I apologize to my guys. You know, they're going to have to put a door on there, too, so just can't be doing that stuff. But overall, the whole racing, I feel like we had a good day racing. Besides that, I feel like we had a good car. I feel like we were really fast and just got in the weird restart line, but that's racing, and just didn't choose the right line. I got hung up behind Brett and on the old tires, and he just spun them and got hit. So it is what it is. That's racing. I feel like we're really fast, and I feel like all Toyotas make gains. So as you can see, we're all, I feel like, running up in the top 5, top 6. So I'm very proud of our team effort and our work, and I apologize to my guys and their guys again.
And he's never finished in the top 10 at this racetrack, but all of a sudden that has now presented that he can make it in. You see him right now.
Creed hard into the wall, as well as the 54 of Ty Gibbs.
That started from behind Gibbs. Wow, what a terrible break right here.
Job all night, man.
Ty Gibbs' car just went up the racetrack into the door of the 2.
Not sure that was some contact.
Yeah.
Nowhere to go for Creed right now. The window net comes down.
I just got hit from the rear and had no control.
There you have it. Got hit in the back, no control.
Yeah, it looked like some contact.
And look at how quickly things change. we saw Creed was in the playoffs. He was in the top 12. Take a look at what happened.
Yeah, Noah Gregson throttles up, contact right there, gets Gibbs around. Gibbs goes up the racetrack, takes out Creed. So Noah just throttles up right there.
Pops him right in the left rear quarter panel. Those two have had some history for sure.
I thought it had calmed down a little bit after what transpired over the summer, but that is not going to calm it down. That takes out a playoff opportunity for Sheldon Creed and almost seals the regular season championship for the 16, because now the 54 is never going to catch him.
today came from the incident on pit road when Ty Dillon and Ty Gibbs, there you go, you can see them highlighted right there. The pair made contact, which Gibbs was not happy about. Gibbs then appeared to deliberately turn into Dillon. As a result, Ty Gibbs was fined $75,000, and the team has lost 25 owner points. So Ty Gibbs is not in the Cup playoffs, but William Byron is, and that's a big hit because now if you look at the reset of our playoff chaos, William Byron drops below the cut line.
Round of the playoff.
4 cars spinning across the front straightaway here. Ty Dillon, the 23 car as well. Ty Gibbs.
Briscoe, Larson tied right now for the final spot. 3 to go. It'll be 2 when they get to the line. Overtime presented by Credit One Bank.
Great launch by the 18 on the outside. Sammy Smith. The contact from behind.
There was a little bumper. Another hit to the inside for the 19. Now the 19 is getting hit on both sides.
3 wide to Gibbs, boys.
They're sliding. Sammy Smith slides out of the way. Here comes the 9 of Noah Gregson. The caution comes out before they get to the line. We'll try another restart.
Good restart by the 19. And that outside line as well.
Big push by the 19. And he gets to the inside again. 3 wide as they come out of 2. Now, 3 wide isn't going to work through 3 and 4. Sheldon Creed shoving the 19. He's sideways, but he lurches out front. The white flag one more time around. Jones gets tagged by the 54.
Whoa!
Ty Gibbs out front. Jones around. Caution comes out. Ty Gibbs sees the checkered yellow flags. And Ty Gibbs put the bumper to the back of the 19, and that's the damage that happened after. Yes, they drive for the same organization, Joe Gibbs Racing. And the way they finished, it will be Allgaier that would advance to the championship 4.
It's one thing to get moved out of your way by your teammate. It's a whole other thing to get wrecked by him.
I was thinking the same thing, and I often feel on restarts it's kind of open game, but coming with 1 lap to go to get absolutely turned around, it's going to be hard to swallow for the driver of the 19. Let's take a look, guys.
Yeah, they get down into the braking zone, and Just right into the back of the 19. No chance for Brandon to make the corner.
Those are the championship 4 that will fight next week for the title in the Xfinity Series, and now you hear the crowd responding. Marty.
The boos raining down from the fans at Martinsville. Ty Gibbs with a win, but a very controversial way to go about it. He actually waves on the boos to the fans here. You can hear the reaction. So Ty, the contact with the 19 looked very, let him get the checkered flag. Contact with the 19 looks very intentional. Was it a fair move by your assessment?
I definitely didn't want to wreck him, but I wanted to get him out of the groove. I felt like we lost earlier at the spring race just in the same way, but I'm just pumped to get this win, and it's so awesome, especially a track I feel like I've been coming to forever. I ran late models here, and it's just been, it's super cool to win here.
Boy, Rick, you can hear the fans, the boos raining down on Ty Gibbs celebrating a win at Martinsville, but the fans do not like it.
Brandon, was that final lap surprising to you?
Oh man, getting dumped surprising. I expected to get moved around a little bit, and I figured I could cover it deep enough, you know, to where he could just hit me square and just kind of shoot me up the track some. And I thought I had a good enough run off of turn 4 to where I wasn't going to be in a position like that. We were kind of being aggressive with each other all day. We were in those restarts, and I'd get behind him and not wreck him, but get into him, moving up out of the way. And I think that's what you have to do here to go win the race. And I did it early, 9 laps ago or so, and then the caution came out. I'm like, man, you know, I needed that to go green, I think, a little bit. So I was blessed, man. I got another opportunity to do so. I was happy that he got in front of me, because I knew, I'm like, this is the only way you're going to win this race is someone's going to, you know, move somebody to win. And I don't know. I didn't expect to get wrecked into 1. That's for sure. You know. So me and Ty have always been kind of friends, but lost all respect today. I know a lot of guys on pit road have for him. So I'm looking forward to getting first to Phoenix and trying to win that race, but then transitioning over to GRM next year. I'm gonna have a good time over there.
Yeah, you crossed the checkered flag, and
he didn't have to win to get in. You had to win. What if you talk to him? What do you talk to him, or what do you ask him in regards to that? Because
yeah, I mean, you said it. You're 100% right. He was locked in, right? I mean, there was really no need for it. You know, I get you want to win the race, you want to go for it. I want to race against the best. I want to try to beat the best out here. But man, you got to give me an opportunity and a chance. You know, that's not really even having a chance to go race for a win, and at least we could have been side by side or something. So second place, last place, it didn't matter for us today. We had to win the race. So you know, that part of it is what it is. But I would have liked to at least had a chance to race against him and try to hold him off. You know, to me, that's what's fun, is door-to-door racing and doing that, not just wrecking somebody. I mean, I railed behind Noah this year at Bristol. Everyone was mad at me for not wrecking Noah there, but it was more of a respect thing. You know, I wanted to get to his left rear and give him a chance to win the race. I got more satisfaction out of that than doing something like that.
If you can help him or hurt him next week, what would you do?
Oh man, my goal is to go win the race. You know, I can't sit here and think I got to go ruin Ty Gibbs' day at Phoenix. You know, I got to think about how can I go win Phoenix, and that's going to give me the most possible momentum leading into next year, which I feel really strong about and have a really good opportunity to go win 6 times the races I did this year, I think. So it's going to be good for sure. He's made plenty of enemies, so I don't have to do much, man. Eventually, it'll take care of itself.
You mentioned it just as you crossed the checkered flag. You can't wait to get out of this place, is what you said. You know, do you have a conversation?
Go beat his ass,
Is it all like
Probably not, because what would it do? I think that Ty probably doesn't care that he wrecked us. That's his kind of mentality. He's aggressive. He's extremely hard to beat at any racetrack you go to, and it's probably because of that mentality. That's what's gotten here so far. So he just needs to own that and not hide behind it too much. You know, if that's who he wants to be as an aggressor, then we've all seen it on the racetrack there. So yeah, he should own that for sure.
would assume, I can't say for sure, but I would assume that they have had meetings all week talking about getting as many organizational cars into the Final Four. And I know if we were in that position, our goal is to get the 7 car, in which luckily he did with the misfortune of the 19. But I would be very, very mad right now if I was in the 19 shoes, where he wouldn't be smiling, taking pictures next to a clock right now. He'd be behind the stage with some extracurricular activities in mind, but that's not my battle. It's not. I'm just glad 3 junior motorsports cars got into the Final Four, and I'm excited to go race for a championship.
Yeah, you mentioned
This race ended. Will you race the 54 differently next week?
I mean, I don't think I'm the biggest worry for the 54 right now. I mean, we've been collected in his stuff. Pretty much everyone down pit road has. Just dirtbag move, and it'll catch up to him.
not surprised, right?
No, you can't be surprised. I mean,
Well, you told Brandon there to go beat his ass. What did that look like from your view?
well, I know if I was, I mean, it worked out for junior motorsports, right? Allgaier got in, but I just know what Brendan and I are friends, and I know what it'd be like if I was in his shoes, and I wouldn't be too happy. Like, he's showing a lot more composure than I would be right now. But I guess you kind of got to deal with that when you're driving a Ty Gibbs racing car. I mean, Joe Gibbs racing car.
I mean, you expect some push, right?
Yeah, I mean, a bump, but he destroyed him getting into the corner, but it's not my battle. We didn't get here by accident. We have won, and we've won a lot, and we've earned our way into the playoffs here, or the Final Four. So it's going to be exciting. It's definitely a privilege to be a part of this group of 3.5 men, and just really excited to race for a championship.
The news. Obviously, you don't mind taking the jab at Ty, and I know that there's been some disdain between the two of you in the past. How did that change at all last week? Or did it worsen? And how do you anticipate racing him this weekend in Phoenix?
I just race guys the way they race myself, and I've gotten cleaned out by him a couple times. So I've made that very clear in person, face to face, nose to nose. You know, kind of behind the scenes where not a lot of people were, and I think he's got the message. I've raced Josh Berry, Brandon Jones, you know, guys who super clean, race them really hard but with a lot of respect, and they race me really hard with a lot of respect. And you got other guys like Little Man, and I don't know. I don't really think anybody in the industry has too much respect for him, but you know, we're just focused on winning this championship for our team, and gonna do whatever it takes if you're racing a guy like that.
You guys have.
It's one last ride at JRM. It's last race. Let's go enjoy it. This is a privilege to be able to be a part of this, and there's only 4 guys, 3.5 guys who get to be a part of this. So.
And now, 2 car lengths separate them.
He missed the bottom right there. Also, Ty Gibbs did not have a clean lap in 3 and 4. That has helped the 9 car.
Sam Mayer in front. And Sam goes way up the racetrack, trying to stay out of the way of this championship battle. Sam fighting back on the outside now, not giving Ty Gibbs that line. And here comes Gregson through 3 and 4. It is 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. What will Gregson do if he's able to get to him? Can Gibbs stay in front? The lap traffic once again coming into play. Gibbs clean off of turn 2, down the backstretch for the final time. Gregson throws it into turn 3. Can he get there? He's not going to. Ty Gibbs is going to win the race and the championship.
Great job, buddy. Great job. Remember, humble, brother. So proud of you. So proud.
You guys are the band. Thank you. Thank you for everybody.
Well, Rick, I'll say before the race, it was a lot of boos from the crowd, but that was a mixture. Some cheers there for Ty Gibbs, the 2022 Xfinity Series champion. Well, Ty, how did you put all the chatter and all the criticism behind you this week and deliver the title today?
Yeah, well, first off, I just want to say thank you to my team. Every one of these guys, my pit crew, they did an awesome job. They put us here. Great job to my team. You know, what I did last week was unacceptable. And, you know, I apologize once again, but it was unacceptable because we could have had 2 shots to win this deal. And it was stupid from an organization standpoint, so all my fault. And you know, I can sit here and tell you I'm sorry as much as I can, but that's not going to fix it. I got to fix my actions, and I feel like today I had a good race. I feel like it made some good moves. Me and the 7 were racing really hard. I feel like hopefully we put on a great show for you guys fans, and thank you for all what you guys do.
I want to get your reaction to that. This is 33 races, 10 months of work, all going into this one moment. And you get out as a champion, and it's very mixed reaction from the fans. How do you react to that?
Yeah, well, I don't want to be the one with the boos, and I'm the one that put myself in that position. But whatever, I don't want this championship to be remembered for boos. I want to be remembered for hard work on our team. Awesome job. Let's go, Monster Energy, David Gallen, Mitch Covington. Thank you guys so much. Norm from Interstate Batteries, Xfinity. My car was the fastest Xfinity internet. I think that's what I'm supposed to say. I don't know. Thank you to the fans. I know I don't have that many of them. Hopefully I earned some respect back, and we'll move on. Thank you, guys.
A little cheers there. So I want to ask you your thoughts when you saw the 9 behind you after all the chatter that if he got to you all week long, he said he was going to wreck you. Were you worried that would happen?
Not at all. I focused at the windshield. I feel like we had a great race with those guys. So great job at Junior Motorsports, but you know, the 25% won. Awesome job. Thank you for everybody. Thank you all the guys. Had an awesome time racing Xfinity Series this year. You know, looking for more, and I'm very excited. Thank you for everybody. We're champions. We're champions.
Ty Gibbs took the dominant car. Dave Burns, he wins it. He's the 2022 NASCAR Xfinity Series champion.
So while Ty Gibbs celebrates, Noah Gragson talking to everyone who's a big part of his life, Dale Jr. down here, Johnny Morris and the Morris family stepping in and such a big part of what's happened here for so many years. And Noah, doggone it, looked like the car was fast at times. What was the difference?
You know, just execution on pit stops. We just need to be better as a Bass Pro Shop team all around, but still proud of everyone's efforts. Thought we had a really good car there in the second half. Restarted 8 on that last restart and got up to second. Just not enough. Just too tight there at the end. But still super proud of everybody. This guy right here.
Buddy, we're proud of you. I'll tell you that.
Johnny Morris.
Heck of a year. Heck
Without
of a
this
year.
guy.
Let's go
Johnny
fishing.
Morris and JP. Yeah, make sure you get out fishing, hunting. Make sure you get your timber camouflage and get all your fishing and hunting needs at Bass Pro Shops, and then Black Rifle Coffee as well. Appreciate you guys being here. Just thanks all the fans. You guys are so badass. Just didn't have enough for him at the end, but it wasn't a lack of trying. I was going to drive in if I was any closer and get that POS, but definitely sucks to lose to someone like that, but it's not from lack of effort. This Bass Pro Shop team was really good all year, 8 wins, you know, led the most laps, most top 5s, just come up one race short, but just so thankful for everybody at Junior Motorsports, and fuck, that sucks.